Elon was an electrical engineer who thought of himself as an easygoing person. He always tried to be friendly with everyone at work and in his personal life. But Elon had a big problem. He couldn't handle criticism well. Whenever someone disagreed with him, criticized his ideas, or even gave him a small suggestion, Elon felt very upset. He felt like his whole worth as a person was being questioned. These moments would make him sad for the entire day. One day at work, Elon's coworker Lisa came to his desk. "Hey Elon," Lisa said, "I looked at your design for the new circuit board. It's good, but I think we could make it better if we change this part here." Elon felt his heart sink. He tried to smile, but inside he was hurting. "Oh really?" he said, his voice a bit shaky. "What's wrong with it?" Lisa explained her ideas, but Elon wasn't really listening. All he could think was, why is my work never good enough? After Lisa left, Elon couldn't concentrate. He kept thinking about her comments, feeling worse and worse. When it was time to go home, he felt completely down. As he drove home, Elon thought to himself, I hate feeling this way. Why can't I just take advice without getting so upset? I know I'm being narrow-minded, but I don't know how to change. Elon didn't want to go straight home. He was feeling too sad and knew he would just sit around feeling bad about himself. So he decided to stop at the local library. Maybe I'll borrow a novel to help me feel better, he thought. As Elon walked into the library, he headed for the fiction section. But on his way there, a book on a display shelf caught his eye. The title read, Embracing Criticism, Your Path to Growth and Success. Curious, Elon picked up the book and started reading the back cover. It said, Do you feel hurt when people criticize you? Do you struggle to accept feedback? This book will teach you how to handle criticism with grace and use it to become a better version of yourself. Elon was amazed. It was like this book was written just for him. He sat down right there in the library and started reading. As he read, Elon learned many useful things. 1. Criticism is not about you as a person. It's about your ideas or actions, which can always be improved. 2. When someone gives you feedback, try to listen carefully. Don't just focus on your hurt feelings. 3. Ask questions to understand the criticism better. This shows you're open to learning. 4. Think of criticism as free advice. People are helping you see things you might have missed. 5. Remember that everyone makes mistakes and has room for improvement. It's normal and okay. 6. Practice self-compassion. Don't be too hard on yourself when you receive criticism. 7. Thank people for their feedback. This helps you build better relationships. 8. After receiving criticism, take time to think about it calmly. Decide if it's useful and how you can use it. 9. Set small goals to work on areas where you receive criticism. Celebrate your progress. 10. Remember that handling criticism well is a skill. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Elon couldn't believe how helpful this book was. He read late into the evening, taking notes and thinking about how he could use these ideas. The next day at work, Elon had a chance to try out what he had learned. His boss, Mr. Johnson, called him into his office. Elon, Mr. Johnson said, I've been looking at your report from last week. There are some good points, but I think we need to make some changes. Elon felt that familiar feeling of hurt starting to rise up. But then he remembered what he had read. He took a deep breath and said, Thank you for looking at it, Mr. Johnson. Could you tell me more about the changes you think we need? Mr. Johnson looked surprised but pleased. He explained his ideas, and Elon listened carefully, asking questions to understand better. After the meeting, Elon realized something amazing. He didn't feel bad. In fact, he felt excited about improving his report. Over the next few weeks, Elon practiced the techniques he had learned. It wasn't always easy, and sometimes he still felt hurt. But he kept trying, and slowly he started to change. One day, Lisa came to his desk again. Elon, I have some thoughts about your new design. Do you have a minute to talk about it? Instead of feeling worried, Elon smiled. Sure, Lisa. I'd love to hear your ideas. Your feedback is always helpful. Lisa looked surprised but happy. They had a great discussion, and together they made the design even better. As Elon walked home that evening, he felt proud of himself. He thought about how much he had changed since finding that book in the library. He still had more to learn, but he was no longer afraid of criticism. Elon realized that being open to feedback didn't make him weak. In fact, it made him stronger and better at his job. He was excited to keep growing and learning. That night, before going to bed, Elon wrote in his journal, "Today, I realized that criticism isn't my enemy. It's a tool to help me become the best version of myself. I'm grateful for the people in my life who care enough to give me feedback. From now on, I'll always try to listen, learn, and grow." 单字 circuit board 电路板 noun a set of electrical connections made by thin lines of metal fixed onto a surface. Narrow-minded 心胸狭窄的 adjective not willing to accept ideas or ways of behaving that are different from your own. Feedback 回馈意见 noun information or statements of opinion about something, such as a new product, that can tell you if it is successful or liked.